Hello, welcome to White Davy Gardening and Worm Farm. If you like my channel, please press the subscribe button. So as I'm looking at this worm bin, I can see that it is ready for harvesting. Now, Russell on YouTube, Russell Blitz, told me that you can use the worm castings that remains from worm tea to extract the worms or to bait the worms out. So now I'm going to put that to the test. He's been doing it for a while, and the reason I want to use this method is because he said within 3 to 5 days the worms will move over towards the what's left of the worm castings. So I'm clearing a spot and I'm going to be making my worm tea now. So tomorrow when I come back in here to maintain the rest of the worm bins, I will separate the worm tea from the residue of the casting. So this is castings that I'm putting in this gallon jug. So now I'm going to fill this with water and let it sit until tomorrow, and then I'll get the castings out of it to use to bait the worms. In the meantime, just to make sure that I don't get things all mixed up in the bin, I'm going to add this paper, and it will give me an idea of where I put the worm castings to bait these worms out. And so now we wait until tomorrow. Okay, I said that I would sift the casting a day later, but I didn't get the chance to do it yesterday, so today I will be separating the castings from the worm tea. Of course, straining it is the easiest way to separate the castings from the worm tea. So now let's move this out. And on this side here where we put the shredded paper, that is where we are going to be putting the castings. It's very moist in this bin. I think it might be just at the point where if there's any more moisture in there, it would be too moist. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to take this worm tea inside to use it for my plants that I'm overwintering. So this paper is to let us know that this is the side where we added the residue of the worm tea. So now what we're going to do is allow 3 days, 3 to 5 days to pass, and at the 3-day mark I'm going to come out and see how many of the worms have moved over to the castings, and on the 5th day I'm going to be doing the same thing and see how many of the worms have moved over. And when I say how many, it doesn't mean we're going to be counting them. No, we just want to look at the volume of worms that have moved over. I'm not sure how many worms are in this bin because it is a bin that I just restarted in, I believe that was the first week in October or the last week in September that I restarted this bin. So we're going to be checking on it in 3 days. Today is the 21st, so we're going to come back on the 24th to see how they're doing. So if you enjoy this video and you'd like to see an update on how well the residue of the worm tea works at baiting out worms from your castings that need to be harvested, then please follow along. You can give me a thumbs up, or you can leave a comment in the section below. What do you think? Is it going to be 3 days? Is it going to be 5 days? Is it going to be more? Will most of the worms be moved over by the end of the 5th day? Leave your comment below and I'll definitely be giving you an update. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching and have yourself a great day. Yeah man, it's time to grow.